Hello again! So, today we are back to Sauromatia. Hold on, let me adjust the music a little bit. Where is it? Preferences. It's a bit loud. There we go. Not sure why it's louder than last time, but oh. It's been a week. It's been a week since I looked at this. And I gave it some thought over the week. I think we're gonna struggle a little bit. Because I'm not quite sure what is a way for me to get underwater. I should be able to keep Atlantis off land, at least on our end, but those two provinces are right in their cap circle. That's Atlantis right here. Them here, right next to us. 1, 2, 3 provinces over. So yeah, you can imagine with 8 players this map would be quite crowded. Now, luckily, every single throne that there is on land. So if I manage to contain them into this pond here, I should be good. But yeah, the containment itself might be the issue. So what I think I'll do is utilize this task force with my prophet, who has a never healing wound, which should be alright. He shouldn't really be getting up close and personal anyway. He is there to buff everybody. If I utilize him as a task force just to keep Atlantis, well, down, I think I'll start doing another expansion party out of what I have here. So, what am I recruiting? I'm recruiting one more sorceress. Let me actually not do that, because one possible way of getting underwater would be with undead. So, could do with a bit of that. I was playing around with an idea of water breathing pills or water breathing manual, but you need water and air for that, and I wasn't thinking far ahead enough to actually get that going. So that's a no-go, unfortunately, at the moment. Yeah, so we've got 1 extra death gem a week, a month, I mean, a turn. So I think I'm gonna spend a couple of turns recruiting a Witch King. And I'll need the army going as quickly as I can, so I can only recruit 5 of them at a time. Well, 4 with the Witch King on the way. And a whole bunch of those. No, 3 of those. So I'll try to get the expansion party out as soon as possible. And hopefully stop a second fort somewhere. That's convenient for me. In the meanwhile, we searched this province already, so we're going to move down to the Throne province, claim it, search it, all the good stuff. And my expansion party, the current one anyway, is going to start by knocking Atlantis on the head before they can actually get a proper foothold on land. It says 5 units, we should be able to take them. Living pillars are Atlantis sacred units. They might be a bit of an issue. Ideally, I would like my... I could recruit another scout, but... do I have any provinces that can? That's the wrong button. Recruit units. Yes, I can recruit a scout in here, which we're gonna do. And no, just commanders. Still need to pick up that frog at some point. What can they get? They can get water, but Jaguar tribe shamans. See, the water would be useful, but it's only 10% chance, so 1 in 10 would get something out of it. Can recruit priests in there. And then Horse Tribe, which is like us but worse, I think. Well, nothing to it, I suppose. So research and construction is complete. I'll have to take a look at our magic research this turn. We got misfortune +3 in whatever that province is. Let's take a look at the cabin battle. So they vacated the province. This is just province defense. Now what we really need to worry about is the poison on the poison barbs. So I don't really have any poison resistance. And what that means is poison on the coral glaive. Atlantis is very good at poisoning people. They have a coral halberd which gives them poison barbs, and if you have a short weapon, it will poison you if you attack them. Now, luckily, length 3, and 2, we should be alright on this. But this is just province defense anyway, so I'll be surprised if it makes any difference. Yeah, he's dead. Pretty much effortless battle. So, let's see. So he must have moved back into the swamp. Not swamp, sea. And I don't like this one bit. Let's start going around. He has Warriors of the Deep and Triton Guard right there. Hopefully we can tag some of them in the head. So claim that throne. Now, usually you don't put that much province defense on places, but I'm worried about the counter-attack. So, 30 cav. We can probably take them. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so he's still taking up my slot. So next turn we should have Witch King, which I'm going to use for his leadership and, well, death 3 nature and all that. He can cast some spells over the distance. Combine him with few of those and a bunch of sacred troops and then go out. Maybe wrap around south towards the Kailasa. Towards the filthy monkeys, eh? So all the commanders are doing something. We are claiming the throne. As said in previous video, you need either your pretender on it, your prophet on it, or any level 3 priest can claim thrones. But thrones give you victory points and they give you additional benefits. So Throne of Law is going to be good for me because it's gonna increase, well, order in my province, which means more resources to spend on units. Okay. Yes, active research. So I can call an ancestor, which isn't perfect. How far do I have to go? Level 7 for the Wrath of the Ancestors, which summons a whole bunch of them. But for 1 gem, our Witch Kings can pretty much spam that spell on base level. The way it works, the fatigue, I believe, it gets divided by cost gets divided by half for every level you have above the required. So level 3 will only suffer a quarter of the thing, which means 25. We'll need to do some summoning anyway. Or we could go into evocation and start doing some shadow blasts and things like that. Pain fire darts, those would be useful. I think. What level do I need for summoning elementals? So summon earth power and phoenix power are level 3 on this one. It's level 5 for the elementals and then level 3 in the path, so that's gonna be a no. Summon top, summon battle at the others, corpse campo. Those could be useful as well. So let's go conjuration level 5 for now, then another couple of construction to get more variety. I honestly don't know what I'm doing with magic. So Bane blades we can forge. Horror helmets as well, those could be useful. Skull talismans. Coral blades, need water for that. You know, I honestly forgot that we can random water on our guys here. Now, chances are small, but I'm gonna search a couple of provinces with her to see if I can get a water site. Yeah, we have been attacked in Kebon. Yeah, we claim the throne. And it's a worldwide as well, order +2, which it's good for me and good for my enemies. So let's see if... No, we weren't able to hold this. Let's face it. They tore through us on this one. What I'm hoping is we've dealt some damage. And they have basalt queens as well, and they're enlarged. So their bless is probably stupid good. Morale +2, precision +1, shock resistance, cold resistance, defense skill, swarm survival, enlarge, bigger combat speed. Yeah, that's a bless and a half. Unfortunately, it's not as good as my bless with the decay. So no matter how big you get, if I hit you with decay, you are buggered. Okay. So hopefully the Amazons can eat the charge relatively well. And we lost a few of them there. So how bad were the losses? We lost 3 Amazons. Now I think I still should be able to take that province back from them. Let's try that. And in the meanwhile, we don't want you, we need a couple more of those. Nah, yeah, those are sacred as well, of course they are. Makes all the difference. Hold an attack closest. Gonna put you in the line. Cast a specific spell, I suppose. What's spirit cast? 1 person. Yeah, don't really have anything too good. Could Gift of the Hair. Could raise skeletons. Could Frighten. Range 50, 1 square. Practically no fatigue cost. And let's face it, he's not gonna be doing anything better for now, until we get better spells for him. Then just cast spells. Hold an attack rear, and I'm gonna put them there. See if I can actually catch up with my guys and strike. No. So, for now, if you just forge something for us, maybe. Effigy of War, Clam of Bells, those would be useful. Ring of Water Breathing would be good, if not the fact that it's one person only. We have some water income as well. I have failed to notice. I'm bad with this faction. Ooh, he can do horror helmets, but it's a waste of gems at the moment, I think. If I had a fog, I could give him that. Tell you what, you just research for now. Or what spells can you cast? Sea Dogs. It's nature gems. Crocodiles. Could get a couple of black servants, maybe. Yeah, let's stick with that. We're gonna keep moving about. You search for sites. You try and find us a water site. Maybe, maybe not. Then we're gonna go back to cabin. We have arena in here, brings 25 gold. That's not too bad. No, there is nothing worthwhile in this one to be recruited. So hopefully we will be able to take that army. Probably not, but we'll pay the price if it comes to that. I just want him off land. I don't want him to get too much of a good thing there. And we found the water site, I think. Nothing next to the throne. And they just created a prophet. Not sure what's going on in Anglavania, but it's no good. Shall we take a look at this battle, see how much I fucked up? They moved off the province again. So the queen stayed there, and a Mother of the Deep, which is another priest unit, another sacred. Atlantis is very good when it comes to making thugs for themselves. In the early age anyway. So one of our chargers got caught. Yeah, some of our thousands are not appreciating the whole thing. We've lost 2 Oroi Patas, 2 Amazons and 2 Archers, which is fine. I don't like the fact that he has a temple there. Because it's pushing my dominion out, and I don't like that. It's no good. The guy is... It's gonna be difficult to get him contained. How are we doing on army setup in here? So I could awaken tattoos, but blessing is gonna be better. Then advance and cast spells. So I'm gonna move her there. There is 20 units in here. They should be able, between the two of them, to take it. I hope. So we do have 12 of our own cav and 25 units to eat their charge as well. Oh, 5 commanders are doing nothing. Why is that? Okay, so this party is going to continue going down and around. Just try and cut Atlantis off. Plenty of treasury as well. Should probably start working on a second fort. Nah, this province is gonna get taken away from us in any minute now. You are going to go there to search for sites. You're going to go back in there and ferry troops as soon as they come online. Rightio. So they attacked back in Kevin, so they probably took that, and... Right, let's take a look what they brought this time. Yeah, I highly doubt I managed to repel this. Yeah, they've got that one. They've lost one warrior, but that's not really enough. We attacked an independent, we lost 3 Amazons. Yeah, that's about to be expected. And now we had that battle. Did we catch the big army? That's the question here. No. No, we have not. So there's not even a point watching that one. Be able to, as long as they don't reinforce too much, we should be able to take that one no problem. And put a couple of, I say couple. God damn it, Atlantis is spreading. Right, the one thing we really need to stop them from doing is getting too much too outside of their comfort zone, but I have a feeling that they will be able to just go around down that way to get to the other sea, at which point they would become a real nuisance. You are going to ferry some of those next turn. For now, just do some research. You are searching. We found Gibalba as well. Hopefully they will distract Atlantis for a little while as well. That's our last idle commander. Right, found 2. So that's gonna be nature and death again. So we didn't catch their forces with that one. But we took the province back. Kevin. Yeah, same thing. They moved off smartly and then attacked Dumpel. Yeah, no surprises there. They will just keep moving. Why is the... Oh, because we are cut off. Right. Ooh, but I can recruit Shamblers in here, and that will be useful. Which one is cheaper? This one. Let's recruit him. Keep chasing that party. I know I said I will expand with this one, but that's fine. No point putting too much defense on that one. They're gonna just come in and take it. I want this one. I want this province. This province is gonna be useful. High recruitment as well. And plenty of connections to other ones. This is ideal for a fort, I think. So one more nature gem, one more dev gem. Move on to the next one. So Atlantis is coming on land from there as well. Which is fine. So okay, we took that province. And we have managed to just about fight them off in... it was a good call to increase the province defense on this one. Might pop it up by another couple of points as well. So I want to create a fort in here, and if they take it while I'm building, that's gonna go into rubble. Let's speed it up. Yeah, so we just overwhelmed them with numbers. That's fine. And then we attacked them and took another province. So put a few points in there and keep going around, try to cut them off. In the meanwhile, you take all of them and all of them. Let's see if you can follow up. And take your friends with you. I'm gonna swap from recruiting them back to our spirit guides. Means we can recruit one more of them a turn. And hopefully when they catch up we will have some things we can say about other provinces. Okay, you are going to build a palisade. That's gonna take 4 months. Ah, bastard! He went in. Now, hopefully, if we don't provoke the monkeys, they won't come and try to take this province. Let's see if we can annex some of the lands around here. If I remember correctly, the monkey capital is somewhere around there, but I don't want to overextend myself trying to siege them at the moment. You haven't searched this province yet, so search for magic site, and I feel like there is gonna be at least a death site in here. Look at this. Misfortune 1, death 1, hit 3. Now granted everywhere is hit 3 at the moment, but that's beside the point. So who is doing nothing? My scout. So yeah, Atlantis is currently being surrounded by both us and Xibalba, which is fine. And that's Xibalban capital, so yeah. As I said, it says recommended 4 to 8 players. I wouldn't want to play this on 8 players. This is... Okay, so we found Graveyard. Yep, sounds about right. Took another province, burned the temple down. They attacked us. They've beaten us, we'll see where that is in a second. And they are pushing in from around there. We lost 2 lancers in this expansion there, but that's fine. Oh, and they attacked the monkeys as it happens. Okay, so we lost that province. No, they attacked us, never mind. Trying to break out. So, you attacked there. It's fine. I don't think you can take them, but hold an attack closest. Put you there. Line formation. Let's see if we can catch it. You hold an attack rear. Hopefully they will do the same as they always do. And we are going to do blessing. Another blessing just to be sure, and then awaken tattoos, a whole bunch. I know there is a shortcut to copy and paste spells, but I don't remember what it is. It's gonna go in there, and hopefully that will let us deal with 20 deep ones. Might not, but hopefully it will. 2 death gems a turn. 2 death gems a turn. Now, we already searched this province here, but we searched it with a low-level mage, so we're gonna move our leader up there as well. I'll tell you what, you go up there. I'm not gonna script them, they should be alright. Just casting spells, although I don't want them to run ahead of the... Actually, you can awaken tattoos while... while we wait for everybody to do things that should make that relatively easier, and I'm just gonna up the province defense of everything that borders Atlantis. I don't want them coming in and taking anything off of mine. Last thing I want is them taking this fort as well. But we should be fine. Couple more months and we'll have a palisade in there. Just gotta make it easier. So they attacked. We lost 7 Amazons. We'll have to get a reinforcement for this army. Too difficult in a minute. So we are summoning a bunch of chaff as well. I'll have to rescript him in a minute. Yeah. They escaped retribution. And ironically enough, Snow Fort gave us a bunch of fire gems. Okay, let's put it up to 25, 24. Yeah, so that is almost there. This army, how are we looking for units? Could do with a bit of a reinforcement. I don't want him to reconnect his provinces. that will be a pain. So Shamblers, 2 attacks, 1 attack. They are not poison resistant, so depending on what they have in there. Tell you what, let's get a bunch of cheaper ones. And not one of you. See if we can chance this province. The Antediluvian. We have no province defense in this one. Let's crank it up as much as we can, given our funds. So this army can go back straight there, pick up some more troops and start heading out east. You search for other magic sites. I'll have to start doing some researching and casting in a minute with him. Maybe some forging. Speaking of casting, they might try to take Ashlands, so let's move in there and get a couple of points of defense. Let's see what other spells we can give him. He could summon lesser water elemental, but I don't have any water gems to give him at the moment because he's not in a lab. That would be quite good though. Quite useful. Let's have him frighten. Any checks on enemy morale are good, in my opinion. So who is idle? You are idle. Get me some more info on that province there. Actually, let's get some info on that province. I want to cut Atlantis from all the other water. That would be ideal. Ha! Good. Unfortunately, they probably have better economy than we do. We lost 1 sorceress. Yeah, we need to get this army back. But we caught their big army. Yeah, so those are the living pillars. So super heavy infantry. Ah! Oh, that was brilliant. What happened there? Oh, we just deleted him off the field. That's beautiful. So, this was obviously a much tougher battle. And I'm guessing it's the pillars that did most of the job. Yeah, they are aging and decaying, but that's not enough to kill them that quickly. It's enough to kill, but not quickly. However, I don't know how much they cost, so I'm not sure if it was a worthwhile trade. Well, it was, if only to stop them getting more. Oh, and they searched that province for me. How very kind of them. So, how are we doing with army setup? It's part of the problem. Our front line is getting ever so slightly tiny. Could probably take the undead province. It's mostly ghouls and soulless, and I have 2 priests. If I rescript them, I should be able to take that no problem. But militias are gonna be easier, and that lets me whip about to that province again. So hopefully I'm not gonna mess that up too much. And who is in here? How are we doing on units? That's alright. I'm very indecisive, aren't I? Yeah, I think I'm gonna join those 2 armies. Just try and sweep around until we hit Xibalba. In the meanwhile, how are we doing on units in here? So we've got 21 of those. I don't remember how we deselect units. We have some. How many barbarians? 100. No, I'm not taking that on. Let's see if we can take the monkeys on. So, what's that in relation to us? South. So, Xibalba. Yeah, that makes sense. North, that's their provinces. Actually handle another squad? Yes, you can. So if I recruit another squad of, say, are they faster? 11, 10. They are a little bit. So I'm really worried about some glamour type of thing there. Well, we'll find out in a minute. So searched, found nothing there. Oh, come on! So we lost the throne. We took that province. We took that province. Xibalba lost because war elephants. Right, let me show you Xibalba. So they got an insurrection as well. That is actually quite scary. Yeah, so there is no Xibalban units on the field, there is no point. So I'll have to retake this. Brilliant, we've built the fort. Although this is nested nicely in my territory, I don't mind too much. I mean, the extra order was nice, but we can deal without it. So you go and see if you can take the monkeys. Try and keep the Atlanteans surrounded. We are going to search for the next site. I know you shouldn't spend this much gold on province defense, but let's face it, we want them nice and oppressed. The Atlanteans. Hold, attack, rear. Okay, hopefully that will let us do this. And you're gonna upgrade the fortress as well while you're at it. You are going to move... Now, they have war elephants. And they trample. Tell you what, we're gonna take this on that province, cut off our monkey friends a little bit. Maybe put a sub-province in here as well, just in case they get ideas. That would be another good spot for a fortress. I have enough money. Let's recruit whatever is cheaper. Then we're gonna swing about and build a fortress and a thing down there. Meanwhile, you are going to keep going around. How far in are we? Almost 2 years, 20 turns. Obviously, I'm not as good as well, most people playing this game are. And we almost wrapped around as well. Oh, that would be nice to connect it up. So what I'm hoping is we can take this to increase our income. Upgrade this fort a little bit, hopefully get an army going so we can take those couple of provinces, break into the other water with my shamblers and make Atlantis miserable in the process. Now I'm a little bit worried about the Gibalbans and the other ones, but oh well, needs must and all that. And our scout is doing nothing. I'll tell him to start moving up. Obviously my scout network is absolute garbage. Growth Infantry and Bone Door Tower, so once again nature and death, I think. We took the monkeys, we took Nisia. Oh, I must have chose the wrong commander to go underwater. That's my fuck up. And yeah, no losses on this one. I should have re-scripted them to just start doing banishments, but that's alright. This works as well. Yeah, I'm an idiot. That's what happened there. So 1 month left. Tell you what, let's get a soothsayer. See if he will give me some insight into a magical parts of the province. I know I said I won't use them at all, but 90% chance that I can build a lab here won't be too bad, because then I can start producing warrior warrior sorceresses and a whole bunch of other things. And you are going to go underwater. Who is next? You are going to increase the defense of the province. Though this one we don't need that much. What is this then? Okay, that's one of their sacreds. Let's put it on there so the unrest starts lowering. Let's see if we can actually break through around and pick up some more units for this army. Okay, so we have to go through war elephants. Do we want to? So this should freeze over. It's an enemy dominion, so I don't know if they have a cold scale or not. We want to keep Atlantis occupied. So 25 province defense here. Now obviously 25 province defense is strong, but if the enemy is determined, it won't stop them. It's another 25 here. And let me think. We could go and get Woodsman province up there. We could try and get that one here as well. Thing is, I don't really want to fight elephants, because they trample. Which means if they're bigger size than you, they can move onto your square and kill the unit automatically. Just squish it. And I don't particularly feel like losing my profit. But that's also the quickest way to get around to the side. Tell you what, I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. Oh, and you picked up a dragon helm. Which is... yeah, that's fine. We like that. Probably gonna give it to somebody else as soon as I get you to a province with a lab, but yeah. I don't want to get into a fight with ship Albans, but Atlantis can get on land through there. So I'm gonna move up there and try and cut them off as completely as I can. Ship Alban. So build two fortresses right next to each other. That's fine. That's completely fine. One death gem, one nature gem. That was searched, that wasn't. Let's see if you can find anything in that forest. Putting my god in there might be a bad idea, but we'll find out in a second. I'm not very good with those bloody misfortunes. So, lost 8 Amazons but killed the elephants. So I'm guessing they just trampled into the line and then they got smoshed. Yeah. Wondering if that's the province that Shibalba lost. So I don't remember the name of it. Don't remember how you pull up a chronicle of a province either. I'll have to take a look at that. So, yeah, elephants are size 6. On the other hand, if we can get elephants out of this province, it would be quite good. So, no losses in this one, despite the fact that Independent had a Pyromancer. Oh, and we got a Bearclaw Talisman, that might be useful. No losses on that one. And we killed this province. Obviously the only way we can break into the water at the moment is with sheer and utter brute force. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna keep the trend of trying to keep Atlantis contained. Obviously, if they make a concerted push to break out, I will not be able to stop them. Ah, Pegasus Riders. They are sacred as well. Could try and take that province. Just for them. And looks like, indeed, we can recruit elephants here. Something to think about. Recruit units. Let's get a commander going and build a fort here as well. So we have plenty of scorpions, the Shibalbans. Gonna move on to this province here. Should be able to take them. Right, let's take a look at what we have here. 45 of those. Let's recruit some of those girls as well at the same time. So you are excuse me, you are currently doing nothing. Move up north, keep an eye out on other things. You search for magic sites, and it looks like they might try and break out the Atlantis. We'll have to see what they do. They might try and break out. Let's see if we can get another party going. No, not what I want. I want you to take that province there. You construct palisades. Let's get some defense in there. You go back up on land, finish off what you started with fort construction. There is yet another province with Pegasus riders. I'm not sure how good they will be. They're much faster, obviously. Like, much faster than anything else I have. But you know how it goes. No. Ictid Enclave, so we can recruit Ictids in there. That might be good to push Atlantis back as well a little bit. So, battle in Rivia. Yep, that looks about right. We'll have to start building a fort in there, a temple and so on and so forth. So that's what my Witch King and my Priestess are gonna be doing for a little while. Lightport went as expected. Okay. And then Shibalba attacked us by accident. They bumped into us in Sifa. Let's take a look. Let's see what they have, and afterwards I think I'll call it an episode and move on to the next one. I don't think putting 2-hour long video as my first video on the channel was the best idea. And that looks like mercenaries. Yep. They've got mercs. Which is fine. To be fair, if they use their normal troops, I would be buggered. Because they can fly. Which makes them rather dangerous. Okay, you get those. Hold, attack closest. Put them in a double line. Because we can afford that now. You... Actually, I'll rather you do blessing. Gonna recruit the next. Then advance and cast spells. Put you on them on that flank and you on that flank as well. Move you a spot. Hold an attack rear. And you are going to go and take my throne back for me. Won't be able to reclaim it, but that's the price I'm willing to pay. And we wrapped around. Brilliant. So now I can try and get those guys to the capital and get some more troops back. Or I could make them meet in the middle here. Transfer what we have here, which isn't much granted, but some of it. And then send some of them back afterwards. So actually, yeah, that sounds like a plan. Next, commander, you are going to construct building, build palisades. Next, you searched for Ictid, Enclave, Water Gems, Astral Pearls. That's good. If you go back to the capital and start doing things in there, that would be perfect. And you are going to construct the building, palisades, and you are going to construct a temple. Or not. You are... Screw it, you are gonna defend the province. I don't want to kill any more population for the unrest. And we need a temple to recruit those, and those are gonna be brilliant for us with our bless. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta.